and welcome back to another final table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV poker replays. So if you choose to do so, you can go check out the action in some silence. With that being said, today we got a 1K PKO from the recent WCOOP 2024. We got rum on the final table, A-Nuts, Call, Nacho, Go for Gunners, I Need Masari, and Ivar. A-Nuts will start things off with a raise with the ace and the 4 of the same suit. From the cutoff, Call will go for a 3-bet with the ace queen. Make it 5.5 blinds. And A-Nuts is going to be in the pickle. We see Go for Gunners folding a 4 and a club. That's bad news for A-Nuts. They can't know that, of course, though. Don't rip it, A-Nuts. They could always go for a smaller 4-bet as well. Make it like 11 blinds or something. There's the all-in snap call from Call. Ace queen on the flop. That's good news. Call will get the knockout. And a 71 big blind pot. That's one way to get things started off here. Jack 7 for Call. They're just going to pass on the spot. Queen 7 for Nacho will raise from the button. Masari in the big with a 10 and a 4 will just let this go. $10 for rum, they'll raise under the gun, and doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of action here. Ivar in the big with a queen and a 3, I suppose could always defend, but probably won't. Why would we defend with queen 3 offsuit here? I don't know. Nah, just a fold. Pretty boring. Call with king 4 suited will go for the open. Gunners will let go of the 9-7 suited. It would be cool to see them play call, but no, not here, not from the cutoff, not today. Masari with the king and the jack. They're going to call from the button. Ivar will let go of the 4-2, rum in the big with the 10 and the 3 will also fold. Queen 7-6 flop, 1 diamond for call. Backdoor straight draw as well. Masari with 3 in a row and a backdoor flush draw. An overcard to the queen. Masari's going to play call. Whoa, no, we get a fold from the king jack. I thought Masari was coming along to the turn there. Call says, I'll just scoop this little pot right here and now. Go Gunners with the aces is going to go for the open, and it looks like they'll get it through pre-flop. Not much doing here. Rum on the button with 9-10 suited. Could go for the open, I suppose, but they pass on the spot. Call with the queen 3 and the big stack. Let's go for a raise to about 3 blinds and take it down pre. 3.5 is the size, and they do take it down. Queen jack for call. Go Gunners with an 8 and an 8 in the big. We'll see a raise and then a defend. I don't think Go Gunners 3 bets, but they very well could. They very well could just rip it in. What do we do with our 8 and our 8? There's the jam. Call probably going to pass on the spot with queen jack, and they fold. They do. See that $1,400 bounty on Go Gunner's head, but they just fold. Jack 2, I think we open it up because we're suited. 101 blinds. Call passes on the very marginal spot. Ace jack for Nacho will raise from the button. Masari in the big with a 9 and a 6 will find the fold, I think. They've got about 30 blinds. They're only ahead of rum. Calling 1 blind, I suppose, doesn't hurt them. King, queen, 2 flop, all clubs. Masari's got a club. Nacho has a straight draw to the 10. That ace high is still best for the time being. Weird spot. 1 big blind bet. What do we do? 9-6-0. We got a little flush draw, and we see a check raise from Masari. Wah. They take it down. Ace jack for rum. King 9 suited for call. Could go for a 3-bet. Ace 5 for Go Gunners. Couple playable holdings here. Call, I suppose, could play call as well. Call goes for the call. Ace 5 hits the muck. Masari with queen 8 in the small. Thinking things through, but lets it go. Ivar will pass on the 4 and the 2. We get an ace 7 3 flop. This will go probably bet fold. Small bet. 2 blinds into 6. And a quick fold from call. 8-10 suited under the gun is an open. Boppity bop. Ace 3 for Ivar in the small will likely just fold. So this should be a raise and take it down pre. Unless Masari does something sneaky with the Jack 5-0, but no, they let it go. Call gets 1 through pre. Now we're moving along. King Queen for call. King 10 for Nacho will fold. Just kidding, they go for the raise under the gun. Ivar with ace 8 on the button will likely let it go. Would be cool to see a 3-bet though. Call with the King Queen in the big. Do we just call? Do we 3-bet? What do we do? Call. Plays call. Jack 5 3 flop. So a little bit of post flop action. This is fun. We'll see a check. And what do we do with the King 10? What do we do, Nacho? Do we start with a small bet? There's a small bet, 1.3 blinds. 3 in a row for call. 2 overs, backdoor flush draw. We have to call. 6 on the turn. Call goes for the check. Nacho sees a pretty interesting card. Good card for call's range. The 6, another low card. Brings in another flush draw that both of them miss on the 9 of hearts river. This will go check, check. Nope. Nacho bets 2 blinds. Someone let me know, is this a value bet with the king high? Are you trying to get called by worse king highs as Nacho's in the tank here? They will find the fold, or is this a bluff? Very small bet, very interesting stuff from call. I'm not too sure. Anyways, they get it on through with the best of it. Take down a small pot. Jack 4, we love to see it. Goes for the 3x raise from the small and takes it down pre. Queen 10 for call on the button. We'll eventually get the chance to raise Nacho with ace 10 in the small. We can see they dominate call, but this is an easy position. This is not an easy position, but look at this. Nacho just swiftly raises all in and they'll take it down pre-flop. So it looked difficult to me. Nacho says no, no worries. Ivar with ace 5 suited under the gun will go for the open surely. We haven't heard from them yet. Perfect holding to start going for the open. Masari in the big with 10-7 of the same suit. 9-9-8 flop. Interesting. Open-ended straight draw for Masari. Backdoor straight flush draw for him. Ivar with an overcard, backdoor not flush draw on a paired board. We see the 8 double pair the board on the turn. Not too interesting. It would be cool to see Masari turn their hand into a big old bluff ski. They do just check the straight draw. Like, I think Ivar would call one with the ace high. But it would be cool to see them get put in a weird spot as they even go for a little value bet here. Little bet on the turn gets the job done. Ace queen for call will raise Ivar in the big with an ace and a 3. Get a hijack open. Would be cool to see Ivar go for a 3-bet bluff ski, but I don't think it comes in here. Ace 3, oh, we could always do it. Ivar's in the tank. They play call instead. Queen 8 2 flop. How boring. I don't think Ivar calls a bet ski. I don't think so. I think this goes check bet fold and we're moving along. If Ivar calls, we want to see a 4 or a 5. A 3's pretty, or sorry, an ace is pretty dirty. 10 of hearts, that won't make Ivar feel too comfortable with their holding. Jack 9 makes a straight. King Jack is open-ended. 9-7 is open-ended. Call with top pair, top kicker goes for another big hefty bet, and the ace 3 hits the muck. Aces for Ivar, go for gunners. Got a king and a 7 of the same suit. They'll raise from the cutoff. Be interesting to see what Ivar, or what size Ivar goes for. Do we make it like 5.5, something small, or do we go larger like 7.5? What do we do, Ivar? The small 3-bet comes in 5.5 blinds. I think go for gunner folds. I think. They're getting a great price here. They're covered by Ivar. Don't jam, whatever you do. They do, just lay it down. Nicely done. Queen 8 for rum in the small. Limp it in. Call with the king and the 7. Could raise it up. Could just check it back. Very playable holding. Ace 10 5 flop goes check. Check. Nope. Rum bets a blind. I think call calls one. It's a very difficult sentence to say. Call does call. 3 on the turn. Complete brick except 4-2 makes a straight. Rum with no more equity picked up. No straight draw, no flush draw. They check it on over. It would be cool to see call bet to protect their equity. Instead we get a free 8 of hearts on the river. Rum makes a little pair. Third pair, do we go for any value? No, we check it on over. And then call with the king high. We'll check it back and see that they're losing. Blinds go up. Aces for go for gunner. Go for gunners. There we go. Rum with the jack 10 suited on the button. We'll fold, good shit. King queen for call, could always go for a 3-bet all in. There it is. Gonna need some kings and queens. Oh, that's a bad flop for king queen as we get a 6-5-5 flop, 5 on the turn. Completely dead is call on the turn. Go for gunners, gets a nice big pot, 36 blinds for him. Queen 10 for call, still with a big ass stack. We'll go for the raise from the button. Ace 6 for Nacho, could do a 3-bet here. One of those small 3-bets to like 5.5. They could rip it all in, but they think better of it. A6-0 is not the best holding to be doing that with. 5-6 flops a straight. 10 queen flops the open ender with the flush draw. Well, we'll see a bet and a raise and a call and a bet, a check, raise, re-raise, and does call dunk it in? Flop goes check bet call actually. No check bet raise. All those useless words. Ace of hearts on the turn. Call makes the second nut flush. They'll size up a river jam. Bet 8 blinds. I think go for gunners calls another. And we just don't want to see another heart in their shoes. Do we jam on the turn? Interesting spot for go for gunners. If they find a way to fold, I'd be really, really impressed. There's the all-in and they're completely dead. Call gets a bounty. Another big pot slides their way, 76 blinds. And then they got a king 8-0. They aren't going to let this one go. Nacho with 3s will fold the button. Jack 6 suited for Ivar in the big. Could defend. Nope. Jack 2 call will fold. King 4 for Ivar. Could always rip from the small. Ace king would be a snap call, of course. I guess Ivar could always raise to like 3 blinds as well. I don't think they limp is the thing. They do just jam, flop a straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Both players make a pair of kings on the turn. Jack on the river is not what Ivar is looking for. Rum wins a big one. They're up to 38 blinds. Ace queen for Ivar. 11 blinds. They might just rip it in. Could go for a min raise too. Ivar does just elect to dunk it in, call. Sees a $2,200 bounty on the line, about 10 more to call. Into a pot that would be about 23 blinds with that big ass bounty on top of it. This might be a call. Call says no, but I will do some math quickly to see if it is or not. 8-6 for Ivar will find the fold. It's suited and booted, but just doesn't have the chips to play with. Jack 7 for call in the small. Will raise and take it down pre. They just elect to jam it. Make life simple for themselves. Ooh, I see a couple jacks for Nacho. Queen 8 suited for call. We'll see if they start just to rip it in here. Yep, just an all-in time. Nacho will get in the jacks. Masari will get out of the way, folding one of call's potential outs. Especially with that 9-2. Oh, and the jack on the flop. That will do 95% for Nacho. Call does not get there. King 6 suited for Masari in the small. Sees an open from the 9-2 suited from Nacho. So Masari folds the small blind. Ivar in the big with the ace 8 might rip it in here. I wouldn't mind buying the pot pre-flop. There's the all-in. Playing out of position would just be very difficult off that short stack. With such a strong holding pre-flop, we may as well just dunk it in. King 9 for call under the gun. 5-handed goes for the open. Rum with an ace and a 9 in the big. Ivar with the ace 4 in the small blind is suited. Just thinking about it. I don't think we play call. I think this is a jam or fold situation. Ivar folds. Rum will play call. 7-6-2 flop goes check. Bet. Call. We're off to the turn. What size do we make it? 2. No, 3.95. Holy moly, big bet. So check, bet, fold. Check, bet, fold, and call will steal that little pot. Putting the pressure on holy shit. Masari with a jack and a 10 will raise and take it down pre. Quickly gonna make sure we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Look, it says right there. Yesterday I recorded a whole video and it wasn't recording. How annoying. Anyways. Call with a pair of jacks. Nacho with backdoor straight draws. A couple of undercards to the board. Goes for a Betsky. 9 on the turn, pairs the board up, and Nacho slows right down. Queen of hearts on the river. I think this goes check check and call takes the pot. Nacho does see a good card to bluff, I suppose. One liner to a 10. Hearts get there. Just that our holding doesn't connect with the board at all, so they do just check it back and lose. Nine 6 will rip, and Masari, what do we do with the ace 2? We're ahead of Ivar, so we could look to make a ladder. That'd be for a couple grand. So we could wait patiently, or we could just get it in here. The slight favorite does find the fold. Boppity boppity boo. King 6 suited for call. Just gonna rip it in for 30 blinds. Nice. And they'll take it down pre. King 6 suited for Nacho. I think we raise from the cutoff. And 7-8 suited for Ramen. The big will defend. Just play call. Rum does cover Nacho, so that's something to note. I suppose we could go for a very wide 3-bet. Not this time. King 9-8 flop goes check, bet. Hopefully it's a small bet, and then Rum will call. In fact, they get a free 8 of hearts on the turn. Just a free card, and they just bink 3 of a kind, no problem. They'll lead out. Pretty large at that, 3.4 blinds. Top pair for Nacho has to call. There's so many draws out there. Nacho even sticks in a raise on the turn. They're in trouble. Uh-oh. You're drawing only to a king. Rum is licking their lips. Do we click it back? What do we do with 3 of a kind here? Rum plays call. Now the really bad thing is it goes check check here if Rum checks. Right? I don't think Nacho puts their life on the line. They could always bet something like... would we even open up the action again for 5 blinds? Not this time. Rum had a little misstep there. Got a nice pot though. I wonder if we should... Do we click it back on the turn, or do we donk lead the river? Donk leading the river seems like the worst option, so click back on the turn maybe. But then that's probably going to generate a fold from the king 6. So it's just like, what do we do there with 3 of a kind? I'm not too sure. Perhaps Rum played it best by calling the turn re-raise and checking the river. Perhaps they did. Perhaps they did. Anyways, Nacho with top pair. Call with top pair. A little flush draw for Nacho. Hopefully they can find a spade come the river. I think there's some chop outs too. Any card above a 7. Not. Or like it has to be above. Any card including an 8. Above an 8. Including. So not a 7. Holy fuck, words just got so difficult. We get the jack on the river. And we'll chop it up. Masari with the ace and the queen. 13 blinds. I suppose we could go for the min raise, but I like a jam myself. There's the all-in from Masari, and they'll take it down pre. King 9 for call. Sorry, 6-9 for call. King was in Rum's hand. Masari with an ace and a 5 in the big. Do we rip it in here, or do we just call? Do we ever fold? We got 14 blinds. I think we have to call. Masari might take the aggressive line and rip. They land on the call option, and that's pretty good news for them. Ace 6-5 flop. 2 pair versus middle pair. Call bets 1.2 blinds. Call. Nicely done, Masari. 7 on the turn. So call looking for a 6 or an 8. Picks up a straight draw on the turn here. There's no flush draw. That's cool to note. Get a free queen on the river. Nice little check there by call. They shouldn't lose any more chips here. Masari, what do we do? What size do we bet? A block bet or a jam? I don't think we ever bet like 6 blinds. 5.9? Do we? Weird spot from Masari. I think he might rip. And the 6-9 will find the fold. No, Masari does bet about half pot, or sorry, about 2/3 pot. About half their stack. Might think they all get a call from a pair of 6s or any ace-x. And call is thinking about it. If they rip, of course, there'll be a snap call from Masari. They do just lay it down. Nicely done. No need to give Masari chips. Nice little play there by call to check back the turn, not bloat the pot too much, and then just fold come the river. They bet real small on the flop as well. They didn't face the check raises. We get a queen 10 all in versus ace 5. Ace on the turn will dead Masari. Ivar gets the full double. 21 blinds for him. Ace 9 suited for Ivar. 5-4 suited for Masari. With 9 blinds they'll fold. 5-2 waiting in the big blind patiently. Rum faces a limp. We could always raise this pre-flop. 3.5 blinds to go. No, not this time. 10-8-2 flop goes check. I don't know. Is Ivar a lead for like a blind? There's the blind lead. Not the blind lead, but like a big blind lead. You know what I mean? It's not like he closed his eyes and let a blind. Or led blind. Yeah. Words are just Not working for me here today. Anyways, rum calls the little flop bet. We get a 3 hearts on the turn. Oh, there's another 3. How cute. River goes check, check, and rum takes a little pot. Ivar could go for a little value with the ace high. They say nope. River goes check, check, and rum takes a little pot. Ooh, a couple playable holdings here. Ace 8 suited for Nacho will raise under the gun. Masari with ace 10 I think rips it in. And then Call has a decision with the king 9 suited. We could go bounty hunting. $2,400 bounty on Masari's head. Nacho with it. Oh, the ace 10 hits the muck. All that talk for nothing. But Call could still rip it in here, and they do. Ace 8 is a difficult call. Nacho finds the fold. King 9 for Ivar. 16 blinds. It'd be fun to see him raise, but I could understand the fold. There's the open. Good stuff. Ace 3 for Call. Could always rip. There's the all in. Call is going to take all the aggressive actions. They take it down pre-flop. King and a queen. Rum's got an ace and a 4. Rum goes for the open. Call goes for the 3-bet all in. And takes it down pre. Jack 8 for Rum. I think we're going to pass now. Call with the queen 7 suited will rip. Take it down pre. Ace 8 for Masari. Do we stick it in? We do stick it in. We've got about 60%. We flop pretty well. Queen or a 7, that's a non-spade. Get the 5 on the river. Boppity boo. Masari gets the full double. Jack 9 suited for Call. I suppose we could rip. All in. Cool to see it's got 40% 4 ways here. Jack 9 suited. Just against a bunch of garbage holdings, of course. Ooh, we'll quickly fast forward. King 9 suited for Nacho. We'll raise under the gun. And take it down pre-flop. 8-2 for Call. We'll just find the fold. Deuces for Rum. Just gonna let it go. 10-7-0. We'll rip it all in for Call. And we get a call from the ace 5. 10 or a 7 dealer. Or a 9. Nope, we get the ace of hearts on the river. Get a full double for Nacho. Deuces for Ivar. I don't think we jam. 9-6 for Call on the button will be the decision. What do we do? King, queen. Oh, deuces do rip it in. King, queen, and the big will call if they cover Ivar. And they do. They got 13.8 blinds. This is going to be a call. $2,200 bounty, big pot. Any king, queen, or 9. King on the turn and no deuce on the river for Ivar. So just like that, Masari gets the bounty. And a very important 26 blinds. Ace jack for Nacho. We see Call go for the open with the king and the 6. Nacho plays call. King 9 for Masari will fold, I think. Rum and the big might call 7-5 suited. So everybody's got live cards, no pairs yet. Surely we don't fold the 7-5 suited. 1 blind into 7, closing the action. We call. 7-4-3 flop goes check. Bet. Call, call. No, so Call goes for the check ski. Nacho will put in a little bet. 1.75 blinds into 7. With a backdoor nut flush draw, 2 overcards, backdoor straight draw. And we get a raise from the big blind. Rum goes for the big raise and takes it down with a pair of 7s. I mean, that's not too exciting, but it was fun to see. 5 and a 3 for Rum. They'll limp it on in. Call with a queen and an 8. King 10 8 flop, 2 hearts for Rum. 5 high, we'll check it on over. Call with that bottom pair, backdoor straight draw. 3 of clubs on the turn. Not quite what Rum's looking for, but they do pick up a few more outs to any 5 or 3. And call might give him a free river. Do we ever bet like 1.5? Nope, he gets the free river. 10 of clubs, this goes check, bet, fold. No, Rum leads a blind. I don't think call raises. They just find the quick call and take it down. 4 and a 6 of the same suit for Rum on the button. We'll just fold. Call with the king 8 of the same suit. In the small blind, limps it on. And interesting change of pace. Nacho with 9-8-0 in the big, checks it back. Ace 10-4 flop goes, bet, I don't know, 3 in a row for Nacho. They just find the fold. Queen Jack call will raise the button and take it down pre. All in is the size, making their life easy. Blinds go up. 6-2 will hit the muck. Ace 9 for Nacho. Could always jam. Might go for the min raise as well, but Nacho just rips it. Rum sees a 2k bounty on the line, but says my holding sucks ass. 6-2 for Rum of the same suit. I think they might just fold. They could have limped it in or whatever, but they say no. 26 blinds. A vulnerable stack right now as Masari goes for the open with the ace 9. Ace 7 calls the big. Jack 5-4 flop goes check. Bet call. Small bet. Nope, free turn. 10 of diamonds. No help for either player. There's some chop outs to a 5 or a 4. Right? Well, there's a 4, so let's do some math. There's 2 4s. Ace, Jack, 10. That's what we play. Chop out to the 4. Good shit. Ace 7 for Rum will hit the muck. Queen 5 for call will go for the open from the button. Masari in the big with a king and a 2. Oh, look at this 3-bet here from Masari, and they'll take it down pre with the king and the 2 of the offsuit. King 9 for call will go for the open. Masari with ace and a 3. I'm going to fold this time. Jack 6 for Rum in the big. They're going to lay that one down as well. 10-10 waiting in the big. Masari with a king and a 2. King 8 suited for Rum. Might limp it in. So we see the shorter stacks playing quite patiently. Call. Doesn't have a huge stack. Only 42 blinds. Does have a couple of 10s. This is going to be a raise. 3.5 is the size. Rum could always jam. Don't do that, buddy. Play call. Oh, there's the all-in. 30% for him. He's going to need a lot of help here. Not going to find it. 8 on the river. They needed a king, and they don't find it. Call gets the bounty. Boppity boo. King 10 for call. Will rip. Take it down pre. So now they got a nice big size where there's it makes a whole lot of sense where they'll just jam pretty much everything. King Jack suited will go for the open. Call will jam, and Masari will fold. Nacho will fold. So Masari could just rip it all in themselves just to avoid that. And I don't think call goes bounty hunting, although there's a $3,500 bounty on the line. Call does call. A king on the flop though. Any 3s? No, not this time. Masari wins a big pot. 41 blinds for him. King 6 for call. Go for the min raise. Nacho with ace 5 in the small. Would be cool to see a jam. Take it down pre. Nacho in a very comfortable last place. Does take the chippy V spot. Queen Jack for call in the big. 9-10 for Masari. 8-8-8. Whoa, 8-8-5 flop. There we go. Masari with 3 in a row. Call with 2 overs. The backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw. Bets a blind. Masari is in a weird spot and they just lay it down. Queen jack for call. They rip it and then take it down pre. Ace 4 for call. Just goes for the min raise this time. 9-8 suited for Nacho. We'll call from the small. $10-7 we'll call the big. 10-6-4 flop goes check. Check. This call bet here. Weird spot for him. Nope, checks it back. Jack on the turn. Don't know why I thought that was a king. Anyways, checks all the way around. 2 pairs for Masari. Nacho with a straight. Nacho bets large. 9.5 blinds. If I'm Masari, I find the call, but man, I hate this. Overbet come the river. Flush gets there. I make 2 pairs. Straights get there. And 9-8 will show Masari the bad news. Ace 8 for Nacho will raise the button. Queen 8 for Masari in the small. I think we let this one go. 3-2 probably folds as well. If Masari 3-bets, that would be cool to see, but no, not this time. And if like 3-2 goes for a 3-bet, that'd also be cool to see, but not likely. Oh, it does though. 7 blinds to go and a quick fold from Ace 8. That's funny to see. 3-2. Getting a little low to line, but call. Does not get punished. 9-7 raises 3.5 blinds. Ace 5 for Nacho. We have to call. Do we jam? No, we call. Queen 6-3 flop. Call with backdoor straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. Nacho with the backdoor straight draw. Ace high is still best. He's a 2 big blind bet. Calls for 1, 4 on the turn. So we both got straight draws now. Call with a flush draw as well. 11.5 blinds in the middle. Size up a river jam. Let's do it. There we go. 6 blinds to go. That put about 23.5 in the middle. Nacho calls. 10 of clubs on the river. All good news for call as they make the flush. I don't know if we go for any value. Nice play by Nacho to call on the turn. Just an unfortunate river card. Goes check, check. What if Nacho bluffs? 23 blinds in the middle. We got ace high. It's no good. There's the bluff from Nacho. And then just call. They're going to go deep in the tank here. Whoa, what do we do with the 9 of clubs in our holding? So it's like small bet on the flop. I don't remember the size on the turn. There's the call from the 9 of clubs. Nicely done by call. Another bounty. Huge pot, 60 blind slides, calls away. Queen 3 for call, King Jack for Masari. Get a raise and a jam. No, just a limp. A limp and a raise and a call. What size do we go? 3.5 blinds from Masari. And then there's the call, King 7 flop. Very interesting. Masari could always check it on over, give call a free card, let him catch up in some manner, make a pair or something like that, but instead he goes for this small 1.8 blind bet. And then call could always call with the queen high, and they do. No backdoor flush draw for him, though. No pair on the turn either. So 11 blinds will slide Masari's way, and that should be about it. They bet about 4 blinds and take it down. 2-4 for a call in the big. Masari with a 5 and a 9 will limp it on in. Masari Flops the flush draw. 2 pairs for call. This could be the game here. You get a min bet. Call will go for the check raise. Then Masari could rip. We could also just call and see a turn. 4 of clubs dealer. What do we do, Masari? If we jam, we're getting called. Oh, we go for this small 3-bet. Interesting. And now call jams? Interesting little 3-bet here by Masari. I don't think we fold facing the jam. But what do? We've got about 35%. There's the call. Any club will do dealer except for the 4. Boppity boo. They don't come. Call gets the victory and another bounty. Holy shit. So did Call get down every bounty? Was there any bounty that went to somebody else? Got that bounty. He might have missed the Ivar bounty. Masari might have got a bounty or 2. Anyways, I suppose that's the end of the show. Nicely done by Call to get the victor. Or be the victor in the WCOOP here. Boppity boo. Words are very difficult for me here. Very much struggling. Anyways, it's the end of the show, so if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Until then, adios amigos.